Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 1648. It is Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. Welcome to it. Episode 1648. It is Topps Chrome basketball release day. I'm stoked, even though I don't watch the NBA, don't collect basketball cards, but I'm excited because there's a case of it on a FedEx truck right now on its way to my house. We're going to sling those singles tonight on eBay Live. I'll talk a little bit about Topps Chrome basketball. Did an eBay Live last night. It was started off slow. As if I start at 7 o'clock, that 7 o'clock hour is brutal. But like normal, it picked up and actually did much better than I expected, which is, I always like that first hour. I just, this sucks. I'm just going to run shit out of a pile. We're just going to run crap because everything's going to sell for $1 anyway. And then all of a sudden, boom, it picks up. And it's like, man, I'm only going to make X amount, and I triple that. So, however, even with a decent, a good night for a wins, a terrible, like if I made what I did on Saturday or Sunday, I'd be pissed. Like, oh my God, what's going on? But I typically run, it's also the inventory I run also. I'm going to run more bargain box type stuff during the week and save some of the better stuff. I sprinkle in good stuff during the week just to kind of bump up those numbers, but I save a lot of the good stuff for the weekend. But year to date, I've dropped. My goal was 300% year over year growth. And then I bumped it up. I'm like, I want 301%. And then I hit like 305 after the weekend. I had a big weekend, but I haven't done, I did 0 in sales Monday and Tuesday. So my sales have dropped to 295.7% year over year. So I have a feeling tonight, tomorrow morning, it'll be a much different story with tonight's sales. For Topps Chrome basketball. I still think I could probably hit 310% year over year growth by the end of the year based on what I have incoming and some of the auctions. I'm on a stretch of 5 straight days again. I take I'm 5 on, 2 off, Wednesday through Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday. Sometimes I sprinkle in a Tuesday show. So I may even pick it up and do more than that. As we are in holiday season. The post office, man, the post office is a freaking jungle. So I'm still like annoyed and ticked off at something that happened yesterday. And I just dread, because I saved my post office trip to the end of the day because I want to get all of my orders out. Now, yesterday was an exception. I could have went at like noon yesterday because I was finished shipping by noon. Everything was out. But I ended up, I ate lunch and then I was picking up the card room. So I went at like 4:30, which is like the worst time to go. So I pull in and the parking lot's absolutely full. It's like, oh my God, I'm just dreading it. There's line out into the lobby. There's 12 people waiting to get to the kiosk out in the lobby. I'm like, oh my God. The annoying part is there's a good and there's a bad. The good side is they have like 2 huge bins. And I could just take my plastic tub of stuff and just dump it all in. That's the good part. The bad part is to get to those bins, you have to like surf through and I've got this like huge storage tub, and people are usually like in the doorway because it's basically a line. It's a one-way line because once you get through the line and you're at the desk, there's like a door that goes out, an exit. So people that are going into the post office typically just stand in the doorway, despite there being bins where people are coming in. So I wish they would like rope it this time of the year, like rope that, like just somehow, so people aren't standing in my way. That's not even the annoying part from yesterday. So I'm dreading it. And I'm walking through the parking lot. And so there's a lot of people there. It's probably the second. I don't know post office. It's probably one of the biggest post offices in the city. So there's a lot of people coming in, and there's like a mom with a stroller coming in from one direction. There's an older lady, I'd say she's in her 70s, coming in, and then a woman who's probably in her 50s or 60s, and then me. So the oldest woman was the first to go to the door, and so she's struggling with the door. So the younger lady who's in her 50s or 60s like comes up to help. I'm like carrying this 30-pound tote, so I'm not of much assistance in this. Plus, I was late on her. All these women were ahead of me. So the older lady then goes in and opens the door for the stroller lady. And so the other lady opens the door for me, and we're all like, everybody is aware that everybody's there. All right. So it's not like it's a surprise. There's people behind me. So everybody's aware. We've got this like quad. What do you call it's not a trifecta, quadfecta. We've got a quadfecta of people here going to the post office. So the oldest lady, and I'm right behind her. She's holding the door for the stroller. After she goes in, she doesn't hold the door open for me. She lets the door close and walks in. And the lady who's holding the door open for me like goes, "Are you serious?" And I just start laughing. I'm like, wow. So I was able to keep the door, because I'm like, it's a heavy tub I've got. I'm able to keep the door open with my foot, and I can squeeze in there. And it's like, you bitch, you old hag. What the fuck, you old hag? So I told the wife, and I'm like, did that really happen? And I'm like, that's annoying. It's Christmas. You can't, old lady Cratchit. So I was telling my wife, and she's like, and I didn't even think about this. That's why my wife's the smartest one in the house. I didn't even think about this. She goes, "Well, she didn't want you to be ahead of her in line." And I'm like, "But I wasn't in line." She's like, "Well, she didn't know that." I'm like, I bet that's exactly, because people at the post office, man, like, people don't hold doors open for people because I don't want you ahead of me in line. The line's long enough. So, but I bet that's exactly what it was. I don't even know if she went into line, but I hope she saw me march to the front, dump all my packages with a big old fucking smile on my face. Fuck you. You old hag. You don't fuck with the line. So that's the joys of the post office during the holiday season. It's raining right now. Can you believe that? It was like 30 below zero wind chills over the weekend, Sunday morning. And here it is, Thursday morning. It's raining. The snow is melting, which is kind of ticking me up. I don't want 30 below zero wind chills, but I also don't want 45 degrees and raining. Like, it's melting all the snow. It's Christmas. Christmas is 1 week away from today. I don't know if we're going to have a white Christmas now. We had over a foot of snow on the ground. Now, like, I can see grass again. Like, what the hell? I want a white Christmas. Actually, I don't really care. I just want it to be, I'm glad. You know what? It's not that I want a white Christmas. It's nice to have a white Christmas. I just want a white Christmas season. Like, I want there to be snow for the majority of December. So I'm okay with it. It's December 18th. We had a good run. We had a good 2-week run, maybe, 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. We had a good run of snow. But I think it's supposed to drop like 30 degrees today. I think we're supposed to have I think tomorrow morning we're supposed to have like 15 below zero wind chills. So it's going to probably create some dangerous situations today. it's 45 degrees and raining right now. Guess what happens when it gets cold and below freezing? That rain turns to ice, and that ain't good. You don't want to fuck with ice. Snow is okay. Like snow, man, we can get by snow. Ice, you don't fuck with ice. So that's what's going on. So I did eBay Live last night. It was a good show. Started off slow, which typically does, especially when I start at 7. That 7 o'clock hour is tough. I was watching Blez and Golden did a collaboration. It was kind of cringeworthy. It was a little cringeworthy. It was very whatnotish. It was very whatnotish. They're like hyping up. Now they had amazing packs, but they're auctioning off packs. And the guy who's hosting I don't know if it's Blez or whoever it was, I mean, was channeling Don West and very cringeworthy. And like packs of cards, like one pack, and then they ripped them on camera. So you saw how shitty those packs were. You paid $500 and you got a Terry Porter base card and 4 other shitty cards. And it's like, the fuck? They were dollar starts, but all of a sudden they go to like $300. And he's like, we cannot be under $500. We cannot be under $500. It's like, you're lucky to be getting 20 with the shit you're opening. What the hell? Why are people buying these? I mean, the pack alone. So it was, there was like 2018 Bowman. Let's just look that up. 2018 Bowman unopened pack. I don't want to look this up because I ripped so much 2018 Bowman. All right. Which everything was going for like between, the cheapest pack was probably $450. Everything was going between $450 and $550. So an unopened pack of Bowman is $30 to $40. My God. And people paid like $500. This is ridiculous. Unbelievable. The other one was 2003 SP basketball. About 150. So that's a good pack. About $150. I mean, people were still paying like $500. And it's just like, we cannot be under $500. It's like, these packs are not even worth $500. And then you're opening them to make them even worth less than what they already are worth. Like, what is going on? We haven't even hit something big. And then that's what he kept saying. We haven't even hit anything big. You've got a potential for a 7-figure card. Yeah, you know what the odds are to pull something like that? And it's like, are you guaranteeing? Like, it was just, I did not like the way they went. And they had some like players on, and like Ken Golden was on. And it's just like, this is bad. This is just bad. So the worst, like, it wasn't, if people are bidding up that much on their own, that's one thing. Like, that's on you. But as the seller, like, that'd be like me, this Sean Dunston 1985 Topps card. This is his first ever card, number 1 draft pick. This should not go under $20. Like, that's what he was doing. Like, sometimes that might sell. This Sean Dunston 85 Topps, it shouldn't, but sometimes stuff like that sells on you. But I'm not promoting it like, oh, that's a $40 card. I can't believe. When I do that, it's because it sells for $1. It's like, that's a $20 card. What are you doing? It was very, it's like, this is dirt. It felt very dirty just watching. It's like, this is dirty. I hope people that were buying actually had the money. Although I think one that won a pack, I don't think they paid because they had to like rerun it. So, and I noticed that, and I haven't paid attention, but I see that on breaks. It's like awaiting payment, and I see that, but I think there's like an hour like buffer zone. I'm selling like I don't break. I don't plan on ever doing breaks. So that could change. I never planned on running a Pokemon show either. So you never know. Maybe I'll do breaks one day, but probably not. But I see that like in my singles, it's like awaiting payment. It's like, I don't care. Like, I mean, I care. I want it to get paid. But I don't like if it doesn't get paid, like I have an Arch Manning that just went unpaid. I'm going to list it again and sell it. Hell, that Derek Jeter BCCG 10 guy won it for $30, didn't pay. Sold it on a 7-day auction, sold for 130, made $100 from a non-payer. Thank you. Should send that guy a Christmas card. So today is Topps Chrome basketball release day. I'm excited. I haven't collected basketball cards since 94, 95. That was my last year, because by 95 I was starting to get into wrestling and I was collecting wrestling magazines by then. I haven't really, I've watched more basketball in this calendar year, 2025. I've watched more NBA than I have probably since 1995. And I think part of the reason is because I'm live selling, and people are requesting like Mattis Buzelis and obviously Wemby, and some of the players. I'm starting to get like, do you have any of this guy? Do you have any of that guy? So it does kind of give me an idea of like who's good, especially with hobby good, I should say. And Wemby's awesome. I'm a Spurs fan now. Remember, I'm a Spurs fan. Haven't bought that shirt yet though. Haven't watched a game in a while either. So when Topps got the license back, and I've bought like I've bought some like blaster boxes and ripped basketball over the years from Panini. I think I bought some Topps. I don't know if I did buy Topps Chrome last year. But this is unlicensed. Nobody wanted it. Now it's like licensed, real cards. They've actually put some work into it. So when Topps basketball came out, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. It's a release day. I was at my storage unit dumping off a bunch of cards. Like, yeah, I got cash now. Let's go to. That was the first time I went to GameStop. Bought a bunch of blasters. Like, this is fun. Now my sale on that was a stinker. I ended up making money on my blasters because I got lucky. I pulled an auto that sold for like $160. I pulled something else that sold for a decent amount. So I made my money back on the regular Topps basketball. And then when Topps Chrome went to pre-order, I'm like, I'm going to get in on this. I wasn't able to get a hobby case. I wanted a hobby case, but those were sold out by the time I was through. But I was able to get a mega box case. So in that mega box case that I ordered is right now somewhere in Madison, Wisconsin on a delivery truck. Megan has my case. Megan's my driver. FedEx shows you your driver. Megan is my driver. It's going to be delivered, I think, between 8:30 and 12:30. So scheduled delivery, special delivery, 10:40 and 12:40. And they're actually, that FedEx is usually in my neighborhood. It's usually afternoon. I think I don't know how they do. I'm sure they base it based on like the routes they take. And that driver's in my zone or whatever region or whatever they call it in those 2 hours. And I think I'm towards the end, because it's usually towards the end of that window. It's usually in the noon hour when I get my FedEx deliveries. So I've got a case of mega boxes. So my plan today, this morning, I'm going to be shipping last night's orders. And then once that case is delivered, I'm going to be ripping. And tonight, 7:00 Central, hopefully that 7:00 hour is better than last night. I'll be selling off singles and lots. I'm going to be doing team lots. We'll sell singles. So I'm going to sort. I'm probably going to sleeve. It's Chrome, so I'm going to sleeve every card. And I don't think it's not like it's flagship where there's fucking 3,000 cards per case. What is in a case of mega boxes? How many cards? 2025 Topps Chrome Basketball Mega Box. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what the secondary market is on these. And I don't know. Let's see. I think they printed a lot. I think they printed a lot of Chrome. Obviously, I know they printed a ton of flagship paper. All right. This does not have the SKU. Oh, okay. So 42 cards per box. What's in a case? I think 20. So that's 20. Oh no, that's last year's. I'm like $800. That's I paid twice that on pre-order. Let's see. But I think it's 20. So that's what is that? 800 cards, around 800 cards, 20 times. 20. 840. So it's a lot of sleeving, but that's okay. So I'm excited for Topps Chrome Basketball. 7 o'clock tonight. I got the link in the description. I'll be selling off the singles, doing team lots. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I get a big hit, make my money back. I expect to make my money back. I expect to double my money or come close to it on this. We'll see. I mean, that's now that I do the math. Maybe I won't. I might come close to doubling my money. Ernie's upstairs. I think we might. I don't know if we're going to keep Ernie home. So tonight, my wife has the big party, the big holiday party. Like 40 women are coming over. So it's going to be interesting to see what. Hopefully, it's not too distracting because they're going to be like directly above me in the kitchen, which is right above me. Let's say hello to the Chad Gundy's in the house. Good morning. Gem City, good morning. She didn't hold the door because she knew you were a Bears fan. Yeah, that old hag at the post office didn't hold the door for me. Don't fuck with the line. E&G, what's going on? Do you know the way? Philly Joe says, good morning, Bowen gang. What's happening? Gundy says, rain in 39, but supposed to drop to 28, turn to snow by noon in Blair, Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm not sure what our timeline was. I saw like a news report last night, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. It is 43 degrees right now. We're going to be 44 at 11. But it's not supposed to get below freezing until the evening commute, 5 p.m. It's going to be freezing, but I think the precipitation will have stopped by then. And then our overnight low is 9 from 44 to 9. So it's just going to be this, depending on when this rain ends and starts to freeze, the evening commute should be okay. We'll see. I'm staying home. Jim said, he says 30 to 40. What morons? Orlando, what's going on? Good morning. Gem City says, I believe that's a kind of a shill, yelling and hyping. It's yelling and hyping is okay, but it's when you're being, I think what I witnessed last night was unethical. Like you're selling off a $40 pack saying there's a potential for a 7-figure card in here. Well, is that lying? No. But it's also like, do you know what the chances of pulling? Like 1 in a trillion. I don't know. It's just dirty. It's icky. I don't like it. Gem City says 50 for a blaster. Talking Topps Chrome Basketball. Too steep for me to take that chance today, but I might try it sometime. Orlando says case has doubled in price in 1 year. So now I will defend that last year's product was unlicensed. So this year's product is licensed. Last year's Topps Chrome basketball was unlicensed. Cooter, good morning. And it's probably, I don't know what the Topps, and that was secondary market on eBay. I don't know what it was at release. It might have been, I doubt it was probably more than that. So from Topps. Orlando says, came back from my walk, cut it short. It's 80. I'm sweating like a dog here. We're sweating up here because it's in the 40s. Although the rain is nice, get some moisture in the air. It is so dry. It's been so dry. That's what happens when it's 30 below zero wind chills. It's dirty. Good point. Yeah, it's just nasty. Just dirty, nasty, icky. All right. I'm going to go make some coffee, do some shipping. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Topps Chrome basketball today. Tune in tonight, 7 o'clock Central on eBay Live. I've got a busy week coming. So we'll do Topps Chrome basketball tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going to do just some random stuff. Probably some bargain box, maybe some slabs. I do have more slabs. Saturday, I'm going to head to Waukesha to the card show. So Saturday night, I'm going to have some goodies from the card show, and then probably some more stuff on Sunday night. Christmas, I will be doing a Christmas night eBay Live at 7 o'clock on Christmas night. And Sunday, December 28th is going to be a big show. I'm only doing 40 auctions, but it's going to be 40 big cards. We're going to spotlight some big cards. It's my top 40, the 1 million Cubs top 40 on eBay Live. The weekly top 40. Yeah. So that's Sunday night, December 28th, only 40 auctions. We're going to do a little differently. 30 seconds with extended bidding on the top 40. Only 40 auctions. Mickey Mantle. I'm going to have some vintage. We're going to have some slabs. I'm going to source this weekend at the card show. I'm going to source next weekend at the Madison card show. Can you believe next weekend is the Madison card show already? Saturday, December 27th. I'll be sourcing there as well. So that's going to be a fun show. Madison Card Show, we got one big day of card show at the Alliant Energy Center next Saturday, December 27th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Parking is $8. Get in. It's the last chance to get $8 parking because the county is raising that parking to $10 starting in January. So $8 parking, $5 admission. By the way, with your admission, you receive a coupon from Bonsai Cards and Collectibles, $5 off in store. So you get basically your admission money back with that coupon at Bonsai. It can be used that Saturday or Sunday at the card shop in DeForest. Also new this month, 5-Star Cards and Collectibles, another sponsor. They're offering $10 cash when you submit. Is it 10 or more? Let me make sure I got this correct. I think it's 10 or more cards. Well, now I can't find my own damn post. All right. But I think it's $10 cash when you submit 10 or more cards to 5-Star for grading to submit to PSA or SGC. So there you go. You get a $5 coupon. You get $10 in cash if you're going to sub some cards. That just paid for your parking and your admission. So how about that? We've got 2 ballrooms. We've got sports on one side, Pokemon on the other. We've got our middle atrium, our premium tables in the middle with a mix of both. Concessions on site. It's going to be a good time. Next Saturday, December 27th, Madison Card Show at the Alliant Energy Center, 250 dealer tables. Looking forward to it. We'll be back at the Alliant in January and February. We'll see a raise in parking prices and table prices because I've got to pay for all that parking for all the dealers, which I've been eating the last 2 shows. So that will be built in. I'll be sending out an email to all dealers this week yet. Let's see. That dude from Duryea says the Topps name feels to add some legitimacy, even if it's unlicensed. A little bit. I think the Topps Chrome basketball still was a fart in church. It was, I think people were buying it, but it was still like, nobody really wanted it. Orlando says, have fun at your party. Thank you. Gundy says, our overnight low is 7 with -4 wind chill. Supposed to snow here until midnight, so you should get precipitation a lot later. Interesting. That 70s card show's in the house from American Airlines Flight 1415. Make dealers pay for soap as well. There you go. Bring your own BYOS. Bring your own soap. And take away their chairs. Make them earn it. All right. Like and subscribe. Tonight, 7 o'clock Central, is Topps Chrome basketball release. I'll be auctioning off singles and lots tonight on eBay Live. Have a great Thursday, and we'll see you tonight on eBay Live.